What the heck is going on, everybody? A lot of people have been asking us, hey, how do we get sponsors? Can your sponsor sponsor me? Can you make your sponsor sponsor me? Can you give us sponsors? Yada 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 yada. And as most of you sorry, I got allergies. As most of you already know, we do everything we can to respond to all of our messages. We've been responding to tons of we basically have slowly been cutting away at the people that are stopping asking for shout outs. So if you guys want to know how to get big on social media, there's another video down the list of videos that shows how we did it. But on a further note, people are starting to ask how to get sponsors, which is fine because we would love to help you with that. And the approach of how we got the handful of sponsors that we do have is a pretty great thing, because it really comes down into just a tip for life, a tip for business, tip for just everything. And listening to an audiobook a couple weeks back called Give and Take. There's three types of people in the world. There's givers who generally want to help other people. There's takers who literally just think me, 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 me. They look at somebody and they think, what can this person give me? Then there's matchers who, okay, I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back. And to get sponsors, you need to be a giver. You need to give your sponsor 10 times the value that you are going to get in return from them. So more or less, the main reason that we have sponsors is to kind of, aside from just, most of our sponsors are local businesses, a lot of them based out of Michigan, all more or less in the Midwest area, short of our sponsors at Mud Buddy, because they're out in Utah, I believe. Yes, Utah. I had to look at the map. So the first tip that we can give you, aside from being a giver and giving your future sponsors 10 times, tenfold more than you're looking in return, is do not go seeking companies like Rapala. Do not go seeking Mystery Tackle Box, Shimano, companies that have literally been around for decades. And here's why. You're kind of just honestly going to be wasting your time, just like if you're asking for shout outs, because these bigger companies, they literally, not only will they probably not sponsor anybody that's not, like a professional, like a KVD kind of person, they literally won't even take the time to reply to probably 99% of messages over social media, which is truthfully mind-boggling to us. Well, we're pretty sure it's just because they probably employ some social media company or whatever it may be to run their social media marketing, which is fine. People are busy. They allocate their time and money, which however they want to do it, which is understandable. So let's talk about how you can get sponsors. Let's say you are from Florida. There is Bill's Bait Shop in Florida, small business. Live down the street from them. You go in there, you buy tackle on the regular. And now that's the thing. You can't just go to somebody that doesn't know you. Don't just copy and paste messages saying sponsor me, sponsor me, sponsor me. People are gonna just shake their head. You have to build rapport with these people. You have to build a relationship. You have to build a friendship and sorts. So let's say Bill's Tackle Shop. You go in there, once a month, 2 times a month, once a week, once a day, whatever. You buy worms, you buy some spinners, you're buying some things. You're conversing with these people. You're building a relationship. How dare you? Here is literally what we say to people when we're seeking new sponsors is for us we have the Hunters for Life as kind of a vehicle, if you will. We say, hey, this is what we're doing. We give them a brochure, and we tell them, like, hey, we are not looking for anything at this point. All we want to do is help you advertise. Down the line, we can discuss a discount. We can discuss maybe some free stuff. Will you sponsor us? Literally 9 out of 10 times, people are going to be like, okay, that sounds great. It's simple. It's super simple. The way to make this even more effective is to continue to use that system in our building social media video. Get bigger and bigger on social media. Keep posting useful content. If there's a company out there that's on social media that you would really like to be involved with, the least you can do is tag them in your post. On top of that, you can share some of their photos. Do not just make your social media a mirroring image of theirs. You still want to keep yourself unique. You want to be, your own brand. And I think the biggest thing that people have trouble with today in business and marketing and advertising, all those things, is they're not very patient. We had a kid who literally had just made an Instagram. He had like 4 pictures, and we started talking to him, and he literally said, "Can you get me 1,000 followers?" And as soon as the steam stopped blowing out of my ears, I said, "No, we can't do anything for you. We can teach you how to do it. We can tell you how to do it, but it is up to you to go out and achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve." Guys, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago, when the majority of the huge names in the outdoor industry got started, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, there was no Snapchat, there was no YouTube, there was no internet. So people either had to go out, knock on doors, tell people about what they were doing. They had to pay for newspaper articles. They had to pay for the radio, which turned into the television, which turned into huge dollar signs that people had to pay for advertising. And people think like, oh, it's too late. It's too late to get big on YouTube. It's too late to do this. It's too late to do that. It's too late to whatever. It's never too late. You just have to start. And the thing is, to do all of these, you don't have to pay for Facebook ads. You don't have to pay for Instagram ads. You don't have to pay for anything. Maybe pay for some brochures or some pamphlets or business cards or whatever with your social media on them, and hand those out to people as you talk to them on the street or whatever. Social media is free. We have just north of let me think. Yep. Just north of 250,000 followers across all of our social media platforms, and that did not cost a dime. We've turned that into, I hope I don't screw this up, either 5 or 6 sponsorships, somewhere in there. Working on a few more, working on a pro staff coming up this winter. Not really sure what the difference between pro staff and sponsorship is, but there's probably a YouTube video that we'll watch on that. Okay, everybody, I hope that helps. Just keep in mind when you're seeking sponsorships, partnerships, followers, subscribers, whatever you're seeking, you have to bring more value and genuinely care about the people that you're seeking to do business with, or else they're going to see right through your BS and not want anything to do with you. Trust me, we learned everything we've learned the hard way. We've made all the mistakes you could possibly make over social media. We've done the spamming. We've tried it all. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Shoot us a DM on Instagram, Snapchat message, Facebook. No, see, Facebook has a 5,000 friend limit, which is baloney. So if you're friends with us on Facebook, shoot us a message, but probably either YouTube comment, Instagram, or Snapchat. If you have any questions, if this didn't make sense, whatever, we would love to clarify. It's pretty funny. We were talking to somebody on Instagram that said, how do you have time to respond to 78,000 followers? And I said straight out, it's not easy. We had to cut back from fishing 7 days a week to really only like 4.5-ish days a week, which is fine. We take a lot of pride in being able to respond to all the people that are willing to talk with us. So definitely worth it. But hope this helps you guys. If you're interested in that building social media video, we will put the link to that video down in the description. Here to help. If you guys have any questions or want us to do a video on anything, just let us know. As always, happy adventures. At Hunters for Life, it is our mission to make the great outdoors accessible to anyone and everyone, regardless of age, limitation, or disability, one partner at a time. Our great partners include Threads and Ink, Huron Mountain Rod Company, made right here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Mud Buddy Motors, based out of Utah, our good friend Nick over at Superior Outfitters, also a dealer for Huron Mountain Rods, Brian McCarter with Nemesis Baits, Light Dreamers, custom pike and muskie baits, based out of Chicago, shipped worldwide. And last but not least, our good buddy Adam Carpenter, host of the one and only Outdoor Show. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy adventures.